Today we are doing an SMT problem, specifically problem 7 from the algebra test of the SMT of 2021. Man, it's been a long time since I've done an SMT problem, but let's just get into it. Let x, y, and z be positive real numbers with 1 is less than x is less than y is less than z, such that log base x of y plus log base y of z plus log base z of x is 8, and log base x of z plus log base z of y plus log base y of x is 25 over 2. The value of log base y of z can then be written as p plus the square root of q divided by r for positive integers p, q, and r, such that q is not divisible by the square of any prime. And what we want to do is we want to compute what p plus q plus r is. Alright, so the first thing we do, we introduce some substitution here. We specifically do 3 substitutions for all 3 of these terms. Let a be equal to this first term, log base x of y. We let b be equal to the second term, log base y of z. And we let c be equal to log base z of x. Now that we have these substitutions, we can introduce them to these formulas. So what we can do here is we just plug them in. A plus b plus c is 8. And that's our first formula. Our second one is we notice that these are basically a, b, and c, but these two all these variables are flipped around. By using formulas, the second line is 1 over c plus 1 over b plus 1 over a is 25 over 2. Because let's just take log base y of x. When you basically move these variables into the different spots, we get this, which is a. But it's 1 over a according to formulas. Alright, so this is looking like, well, we can actually still keep on simplifying this. But at first, so we notice that this has the bottom of a, b, c, when we actually make them all have a common denominator of a, b, c. What we do now is we multiply out a, b, c. A times b times c is equal to 1, because when you multiply all them out, the bases and all the variables just cancel out, so you get 1. Once you actually make the bottom a, b, c, you're just dividing by 1, so you're just left with a denominator, which is ab plus ac plus bc is 25 over 2. Now we have three formulas here. This is the first one, this is the second one, and this is the third one. Well, this seems like a system of Vieta's formulas. A plus b plus c, a times b plus times c, and a times b plus a times c plus b times c. Therefore, we can write a function of this equation. Let's say f of x, this be equal to x minus a times x minus b times x minus c. Now, what we want here is, so we just use Vieta's formulas to solve. We assume that a here, so this is x cubed, we assume that a here is 1 because it would be simplest in this form. Now, according to these formulas, this second term would be minus 8x squared. Here, I should write it down here. is equal to, so is equal to x cubed, as I explained, minus 8x squared, plus 25 over 2x. Wait, is that 25 over 2? C over A. Yeah, that seems correct. And then you said, finally, subtract 1 right here. And this is still f of x. Our function here. What we notice is that we want to make this 0. When we try to input we have to make this 0. When we make we try f of 1, but that doesn't work. When it's f of 2, let's see, 8 minus 32 plus 25 minus 1 is in fact 0. And we also, we also did this to find a factor or a root. So we can really just factor out f of x. We can really just factor it out into x minus 2 times x squared. X squared, I believe. Yeah, and then you have to get the 8x, so minus 8x, no, not 8x, 6x. 6x minus 1/2 is 0. Now, from this, we get actually two possibilities here. The first one being here, where x is 2, and we want to find this second case right here, which I will explain after we have gotten rid of all this and there's more space. So as it turns out, earlier I've actually made a mistake. This was supposed to be plus 1/2, but these things happen. Earlier we considered the case x minus 2 here. This is x equals 2. Now we use the quadratic equation to solve when x squared minus 6x plus 1/2 is 0. X is equal to 6 plus or minus the square root of 6 squared, which is 36 minus 1/2 times 4, which is 2, over 2. So therefore, x is equal to 6 plus or minus the square root of 34 over 2. Now, we don't really care if it's plus or minus. We have all of the necessary numbers. 6 plus 34 plus 2 will yield our answer, which is 42. So right there, we have solved this problem.